Lately I've been getting myself into a rut of waking up late and being unproductive. Even when I wake up at a decent time, I find myself procrastinating and it's starting to really bug me. If only there were a scientific way of having the perfect morning. Oh wait, there is. Andrew Huberman is a neuroscientist and professor, and he has shared his own morning routine, which is apparently going to help me lead a happier, more productive and more fulfilling life. Will a science-based morning routine really change my life? I guess we'll see.
Well, I'm awake. According to this scientifically perfect morning, waking up between 5 and 6, which it's now 5:39. My sleep thing has not even gone off, my sleep focus. Apparently this makes me feel more energized. My past experience with waking up this early, even when I've gone to work, has meant that I was so tired for like the rest of the day that I ended up having a nap or something. And my only other experience of people waking up this early is my dad when I was growing up, and he used to fall asleep on the sofa all the time. But I'm going to try and stay up because I'm hoping that if I do it enough, then it'll become a good habit. Even though I don't really want to wake up at 5:30 all the time. I don't know. Well, apparently, being outside exposed to natural sunlight regulates your... I don't even remember. It regulates your body clock and apparently improves your overall mood. So far, I've seen no evidence of this. I'm freezing. Therefore not in a very good mood. Luckily for me, it is August, which means that there is natural sunlight at this time. Come September and onwards, probably wouldn't be until about 8-9 o'clock that you even get this kind of light. I think it said something about a natural light box, but I'm not 100% sure where you even get one of those. I'm not sure I'll be investing in one personally. I mean, if it means that I'm not stood out in the cold, like if this is some kind of revolutionary, changes my life kind of thing, then maybe. But I don't see that happening. I don't know how long I'm supposed to be out here, but all I know is I'm freezing cold and I just want to go inside. I've had my natural light exposure, but I think I've had enough. I'm freezing cold, I want to go inside. Has it improved my overall mood? Not yet. Not yet. To be in the warm again. I think I've got the window open. Let's close that window. Well, that was cold, to say the very least. Cold and... do you know when you get that feeling that you're so cold that you feel like you'll never be warm again? That's what I'm currently experiencing. I just realised it didn't specify that I needed to chug it. Old habits. I get this one, I understand it, like hydrating first thing in the morning, and I think I'm good at assuming that it doesn't mean coffee. Because that would be my normal first thing to drink, would be coffee, I won't lie. But we're going to go for a nice glass of water. I must admit I am a little bit underprepared for this one, because it does say that I can add some lemon juice or some apple cider vinegar to help alkali the body. I don't know what that means, but I don't have either of those in my cupboard. But as far as I can remember, I think it helps your gut health. Something to do with that. I won't lie, usually I'm like a nil by mouth kind of person. So drinking this early or eating this early makes me feel a little bit sick. I won't lie. I've got about halfway down and I'm starting to feel a bit nauseous. I am going to take my vitamins out because I feel like it is a good time to. Might as well get these done and dusted. Again, it doesn't really say anything about how much you need to drink, like it's not very specific, which I guess obviously I haven't read like the full article, like the scientific data, but from the website that I've seen, it just says to hydrate. So I figured if I just finish this, then that's probably about 500 mils, maybe. Do we think? 500 mils, yeah. And then I think we should be good. My morning routine has been interrupted by this one wanting feeding. It doesn't say anywhere that you can't do other things.
It doesn't say that it has to be a strict routine, you can't do other things. I guess feeding your cat is okay. But yeah, there you go, so enjoy your breakfast. I'm not gonna lie, I'm using this as an excuse to get back into bed. But the next one is to meditate. Meditating's never been something that I've really had any interest in doing. It's just never been for me, honestly. But we're gonna try it in the name of science. Apparently this will help. Come to think of it, getting back into bed and then starting meditating is just a recipe for me to go back to sleep. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try my very best not to fall asleep. What do you actually do when you meditate? Do you just sit there in silence? Or do you think about things? Like, what are you supposed to do during meditation? We'll see. Play meditation music for 10 minutes.
Peaceful meditation from Spotify. Playing for 10 minutes or until end of the playlist.
Okay. Well, that was interesting, actually. I have a couple of takeaways from that, considering that I don't meditate. I think I've probably only meditated like once or twice in forced situations where you're like, I don't know, at a class, or when I started uni, the induction, oddly, there was a part where we had to meditate. Anyway, I guess this is kind of a forced situation because I've been told to by Andrew Huberman, but I've got to say, I focused a lot on my breathing. I didn't realise how, I don't know how to describe it other than slightly stressful. Like, I don't know, I didn't like that I could feel my breathing. I don't know if that's just me, but I didn't really enjoy that. However, it was quite relaxing. It was quite relaxing to the point where I was like, I could fall asleep here if I were to just lay my head. So maybe meditating in bed is not the way to do it. I probably should have done it on the sofa downstairs or something. So apparently, this is straight from the scientific research. Meditation is an essential part of Andrew Huberman's morning routine. Practice for at least 10 minutes every morning to help reduce stress and improve mental clarity. Focusing on breathing during meditation can help to regulate the autonomic nervous system and improve overall relaxation. I can see that working long term. However, it has made me tired again. I don't know if that's probably just because I didn't go to sleep at like 9 p.m. last night, because I feel like I've always heard that if you need to wake up at like 5 a.m. that you should be going to bed at like 9 p.m. And we didn't do that. I think I probably went to bed about 11. So that's kind of my own problem. What I will say is that it was probably good. It felt like a really long 10 minutes, but I am relaxed. Wasn't sure how I felt about like noticing or like focusing in on my own breathing. I don't know whether it's like made me feel a bit like panicky that I wasn't breathing properly. I don't know. But either way, on to the next one. I'm in my gym wear. I don't know if I needed to be in my gym wear for this, but I know that I need to be in my gym wear for the next thing. Actually, do I? Maybe not. Either way, the next one is stretching. So, spending a few minutes stretching each morning to help improve flexibility, reduce muscle tension, and increasing blood flow. Huberman also suggests incorporating some light yoga or mobility exercises into the stretching routine. I'm not 100% sure on those. I don't know any yoga, but I should probably take my slides off. So, I'm just gonna do some normal. Oh, okay. Worth noting that I've actually got a bad knee. Maybe it's not that one. We'll go to the other side for a little bit. Let's try this one again. I've had a bad knee for a long time, though, to be fair. Tore some cartilage in it. Right, this is a good stretch along the hammies. Oh, I can't touch my toes. Oh, yes, I can, but that kind of hurts. One, I'm just kind of doing the ones that, do you know when you go to like a gym class or something and they make you stretch at the end? I'm just doing the stuff that they make you do in this. I'm just kind of replicating that just because that's all I really know. I've kind of heard mixed reviews about stretching. Somebody told me once that stretching was actually pointless, but I won't lie, it does feel nice, like stretching your muscles, do you know what I mean? But does it actually benefit me health-wise? Probably, actually. I don't know. It does feel kind of nice, especially like this early in the morning. I remember people used to always tell me that it's good for, after you've done a class, to stretch so that you won't get sore afterwards. And I would always get sore afterwards. I'm very confused. Right, I think that's enough stretching. I feel like I'm loosey-goosey. I actually feel quite good after that. So, I've come to a place called the rising sun, which I thought was so appropriate considering that the sun is now rising. Basically, I've decided to come for a walk as part of my exercise just because, as you saw before, I've not got a very nice looking knee. So essentially it does tell you that you should be doing some kind of cardio or weightlifting, which I guess, you know, that would make sense. On a normal day, maybe I would, but I have been kind of avoiding the gym a little bit just because of my knee recently. So I've decided that a walk would be nice. The trail that I'm doing is a 20 to 30 minute trail. So that should be enough, I think. And plus I think with places like this, it's nice to get just a little bit of nature as well, because I mean, if you look behind me, and then again, you know, it's all greenery, and there is some fields to my right, which sometimes I think that you get, I think there's deer sometimes that you can see. I don't know if they're out today. Yeah, it's nice kind of like forestry area, wildlife. The only thing that I am a little bit unsure of is occasionally, if it has been raining, which it has in the UK a little bit, occasionally you can get a lot of mud and a lot of puddles. So fingers crossed we don't come across that. The playlist that I've chosen to go for this walk is this one, which is the Victoria's Secret, I don't know if that's focusing, the Victoria's Secret runway walk, which is great for like just making you want to strut. But yeah, if you look, I've actually just come across one of the maps. This is where we are right now. I am here, just walking through here. The car park is over here. So I've done this, and then we're following the green trail. So it is just this little small one here. But you can go like so far on this map. You can do trails which last like 1.5 to 2 hours, or 40 to 60 minutes, 30 to 40, 20 to 30. So this is great if you want like either like a running or a walking route. Me and my family actually did the Couch to 5K in 2020 when you could exercise socially distanced outside. We did the Couch to 5K and we did it here, and it was great because we could just adapt the route depending on how quick we were going, or depending on, I don't know, just what we wanted to do. So it's a great area if you want like a nice run which isn't just like around the estate, because you've got some nice views, etc., and loads of different routes. Okay, walk done. It took me 23 minutes and 44 seconds, which I didn't think was too bad. Not too bad. I feel like that is the thing that's like woken me up the most so far this morning. I feel good after that actually, and I'm glad I did it. One of the toughest parts about like getting out and doing exercising is actually getting out. Doing the exercising is fine. It's the actually getting there to do it, which is the worst part. So I'm glad that's done. I mean, it is only a 23 minutes, but I've done 2,775 steps. Not too bad. No, it's not too bad considering that it's still very early in the morning. So I'm going to head back. I feel like people are starting to like wake up. There were a few people out on their dog walks, etc. So people are obviously out kind of like just before they're getting ready for work, or they're getting ready for work, I don't know. So I'm anticipating maybe a tiny bit of traffic on the way back, but not too much because it's not quite rush hour. I don't know, people are starting to wake up a bit. So yeah, let's head back home and see what this next one is. Right, I'm home. The traffic wasn't actually that bad at all. So the next one is to fuel up with a healthy breakfast. I understand the science that might be behind this. Huberman specifically says that it's an important part of his morning routine. He suggests consuming a meal that is rich in protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates to help provide a sustained energy throughout the day. Huberman suggests options such as eggs, avocado, and whole grain toast. So that is exactly what we're going to have, because I've got all the ingredients for that. Me, however, I'm not usually a breakfast eater. It gives me a bit of the ick. I start to feel a little bit sick. In the name of science, we are of course going to try it, and the fact that I have been up for a little while might also help things. I don't know, but I'm going to have exactly what it suggests. I'm going to have wholemeal toast, avocado, and some egg. Breakfast.
I'm not even gonna lie, I have been dreading this one all morning. Ever since I decided that I wanted to try this challenge, this is what I've been dreading. Cold exposure. I've seen people take ice baths, I've seen people take like the ice plunge and stuff like that. I think it's barbaric. I get that there are loads of benefits to doing this. I get that exposing your body to cold temperatures is very, very good for your physical health and stuff. It's more specifically, taking a cold shower or immersing the body in a cold pool or tub for a few minutes each morning helps to improve circulation, reduce inflammation, boost metabolism, and guard your health against cold weather. The only thing that I'm glad about this part is that it doesn't say that I need to take a full cold shower. It just says that I need to start with a quick 15-second cold shower and then increase the time by adding 10 seconds each morning. I'm just going to do 15 seconds. If I can do that, it'll be a miracle. To be honest, I think my light exposure this morning should have been my cold exposure because it was so cold this morning, but apparently it doesn't. I've got a bikini on, obviously, because I don't want to get, banned. This isn't that kind of channel. Protect my hair. I'm really not looking forward to this. I'm not. What if I just do like a 3, 2, 1? 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Well, it's safe to say that was horrendous. And can I say myself actively trying to build that up to be a few minutes? No, absolutely not. I can barely do what I've just done, to say the very least. That was horrible. How do people do this, where they just like dunk themselves in an ice bath or like do a cold plunge? No, I didn't enjoy it. There's nothing else to say about it, but I just need to go and get myself dry. And we'll just crack straight on to the next one because I don't have much else to say about that. I've been out the shower for about 15 minutes now, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel incredible. I can't explain it, but there's like a feeling running through my body that I can't explain, but it feels so good, so energized. So I feel like the effects of taking that cold plunge, you feel it a little while after. So when I'm in there and straight after, torture, absolute torture. But the benefits afterwards are actually quite nice. Does this mean I'm going to start taking cold plunges every morning? We'll see. I don't know. I'm not 100%. But we are going to move on to the penultimate one, which is journaling. Now, journaling kind of fits into the same category as meditation for me. It's never really been something that I've been kind of interested in taking up. I know that a couple of my friends do like scrapbooking, journaling. Some people, journal every night. Some people journal multiple times a day. It's never been something that I've really shown much of an interest in because I've never really kept a diary. I've never like that. I don't know. It's just not been something that I've thought I would do just because everything I live in kind of at the moment and I reflect on in my own time, in my own head, but I don't write things down. I was actually looking around last night for a notepad and pen for this, and we live in such a digital world that I don't have a notepad and pen. Well, I do have a notepad and pen, but it's for like a very specific thing and it's not for journaling. So I guess if this goes well and I want to start journaling properly, then I'll probably buy a notepad and pen. But for now, it's going to be my iPad, which to be fair, there's nothing wrong with that because I have a pen and I can literally write things down in it. So yeah, I think I'm going to use my iPad and the GoodNotes app. I've had this app for ages, but you can get proper journaling apps, right? But let me find just like a blank piece of paper in here. I think the good thing about GoodNotes as well is that you can actually just get like lined paper, or you can like download loads of different templates and stuff. So see, like I mean, as you can see, I do a lot of my planning for like videos and stuff in here. I'm going to create a page for journaling and we'll see how this goes. Personally, I don't think I really enjoyed that. I think it's all just kind of thoughts and goals that I've set in my head already, and I've already written down, so I already actually write down my daily goals on like a to-do list on my reminders app. Writing it down in like a long form kind of diary thing. I mean, I guess it didn't have to be. It could be just bullet points. Physically writing it down over it being in my head and just on an app. I I don't know. I kind of like the way that I do it already, so I don't think that I would probably do that again, unless I'm doing it wrong. Is there a wrong way to journal? I doubt it, but yeah, I don't know. So the final thing on the scientifically perfect morning routine is to set and review goals. And I've kind of already done that in the journaling part. I've kind of set things that I wanted to do for the day and reviewed what I did yesterday and kind of had a thought, like reviewed basically what I've done this morning. So I think I've already done that one. But in case you were wondering, my goals for today were to edit this video and get it uploaded. I'd like to do a spring clean of the house. And I also actually want to declutter under my bed. All very exciting stuff. But that is my daily goals for today. I don't think it's too much, but yeah. And that is the 10 steps. Finished.
Well, guys, that is the scientifically perfect morning routine done and dusted. And I'm not going to lie, I feel great. I feel so productive for being up and basically having a day before the day's even started. Did I think that I would want to carry this on after starting? No, absolutely not. Do I want to carry on? Maybe a little bit. Never thought I'd be saying that. One of the biggest surprises for me was the cold plunge, because that is actually something that I think I'm going to try. Not saying that I'll do it forever. Not saying that it'll be something that I do every day. But the way that made me feel afterwards, not during, because during was horrible, but afterwards... Incredible, absolutely incredible. I feel like this kind of routine would be really beneficial for somebody who does like a 9 to 5. However, some of you guys will know that I work in care, and my first call in the morning sometimes is 6 a.m, sometimes just before 6 a.m. So for me to do this morning routine before work is not really an option, because I'd have to get up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. That's not happening. Sorry, but it's just not. In terms of wanting to do it on a day off, I mean, I know I've done it today, which is like technically one of my days off. Usually when I'm working like anywhere between a 12 to 16 hour shift, the last thing I want to think about is setting my alarm for 5:30 in the morning for the next morning. I just want to have a lie and catch up on my sleep. So I kind of feel like those kind of days, this won't happen. But for today, I've actually quite enjoyed this, I won't lie. And I think I'll probably try it again. Let me know if you do this already, or if you are interested in trying. I will leave a link in the description for the steps that I've followed. And also let me know if you want me to do some more of these challenge style videos, because I've actually really enjoyed this. It's something a bit different to my usual like day in the life or clothing haul. So let me know if there's something that you want me to start doing, like little challenge videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please hit the subscribe button and like, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.